UFTV is your university and community TV station.
Findlay Trojan basketball on 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM. Trojan basketball brought to you by Blanchard Valley Medical Associates, Chick-fil-A, Ball Metal, by Hancock County Veterans Services, Hanneman Funeral Home, the LaRich Family of Dealerships, and by Angelo's Pizza, Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, NWO Orthopedics Express Clinic, Reineke Ford Lincoln, and Continental Structural Plastics. The Findlay Trojans on 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Findlay High School. Tonight, it's 2021 Findlay High School basketball. This evening, the Trojans play host to the Shawnee Indians of Allen County. Mike Miller with you. It'll be my pleasure to bring you the play-by-play on this one. Alongside with his analysis and commentary is Coach Cliff Height. And, Coach, this is one that we have somewhat anticipated, but a quick thought about the Trojans from last night, a 63-57 win over the St. Francis Knights, a team that has a roster that is so stacked. I can't believe it. Even Chris Ireland, we were chatting with him just a few minutes ago, and he's real familiar with talent levels. That was a heck of a win by the Trojans last night as they came from behind and gutted it out on the road against a very talented team. A little bit different tonight, certainly in terms of talent and cohesiveness. Shawnee appears to be a very cohesive kind of a team, but first things first, good win for the undermanned Trojans last night on the road.
Yeah, very good win. That was important. Might give them a little impetus for tonight. I don't know. This Shawnee team's good. We're really good.
Well, no question about it. And a couple of things on the Trojans last night, I think of particular note. Senior A.J. Adams goes over 1,000 points on his career, now at 1,001. He had 22 last night, but most impressive for A.J., 9 out of 10 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter.
That's what you got to do.
And Brock McCrancy went 4 for 4. You're dropping free throws in crunch time. Chances are you're going to win, and that's what happened.
Well, and Findlay has got a lot of players that you don't mind having at the foul line at the end of a ball game. So I can name about 3 or 4 for sure. And, you were talking about scoring and points, and I want to switch gears if I can just for a second.
Sure.
Because I got a message tonight that Kaylee Brodeen for the women's team,
right,
she broke the school record for career rebounds with 792 and counting. So congratulations to Kaylee.
So every Kaylee Brodeen RB from now on
is the
school
new record. Every time
that
she does
is awesome.
That is cool.
We've got the Trojan Gals coming up here later, I think on February 8th for a game against St. Ursula out of Toledo. So we look forward to that. When's the last time a team came to Findlay High School and brought a 40-game winning streak with them, Coach, in your recollection?
Well,
maybe never?
In football, I always thought Dublin Kaufman was 40, but no, I can't ever remember something like this happening. Maybe 100 years ago when Admiral King was always great, back in the 60s, possibly.
Yeah.
But
that kind of a thing.
Maybe never.
Findlay and Shawnee people sort of point to the game here with Findlay 2 years ago, which was a great game, and a win for Shawnee, a road win for Shawnee that was kind of the game that allowed, and of course Findlay had a fabulous backcourt with that team with Roth and the other kid went to college. I'll think of it here shortly. They had 2 guys in that backcourt that went and played collegiately, but Shawnee to this day sort of points to that as the game that sort of told them that we're sitting on something special here, and of course they haven't lost since. Right?
No, you're right, Shawnee. But this could be a great opportunity for Findlay. Findlay's already on the map. Shawnee's way at the top of the map. But this could be a real big win. And some people might say, well, they're Division I versus Division II or something. That's crazy in basketball.
5 on the floor.
That's exactly right. Ask Van Loo that. Van Loo's had some great teams where they only have a few kids in the school, and yet they've had some really good basketball teams over the years. You get 5 on the floor.
Lots to talk about with this Shawnee club. George Mangus coming in, scoring 32 points per contest. We'll get to that and a whole lot more for this Saturday night special, maybe just in front of the snowstorm.
Yes.
Somewhat later this evening. It's unbeaten Shawnee and the Findlay Trojans set to do battle. And we'll hear from Coach Jim Ruckey. We'll do that ahead as we continue tonight from Findlay High School on 1330 WFIN and 95.5 FM.
I'm Paul Keels, and WFIN is your home of the Buckeyes. Jose Jallo for Ohio State, top of the key to Liddell. He'll bring in a left wing Washington, who throws a 3 and connects.
Well, he's starting to feel it though offensively.
15 for Dwayne Washington. And the Buckeyes down 10, 53-43.
Sunday afternoon, the Buckeyes take on Michigan State. Pre-game at 12:15.
The home of the Buckeyes, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
InfoTrack is the weekly show with information you should know. Hi, I'm Chris Whittick. Each week, our InfoTrack team of reporters brings you fascinating, informative stories about topics and issues that matter most. Stories delivered in a fast-paced format. That's InfoTrack, the weekly show with information you should know.
Sunday mornings at 8 on 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Back again at Findlay High School, just a few moments away from tonight's matchup as the Trojans play host to the Shawnee Indians. Coach Jim Ruckey alongside. Coach, quick reflection, the experience last night at St. Francis, a team that the roster is so stacked it almost jumps off the page at you. All in all, a pretty gutty victory you guys dug out of there last night, right?
Yeah, it was a great win. We haven't played well up there the last several years, and it's been a tough place for us to go, and they're very talented, and it's great to come out of there with a win.
And ultimately, that's the psyche you guys want to have, win the league game, and then play well and improve on Saturday, no matter who you're playing, right?
Yeah, you just want to keep getting better, and it's a great opportunity this weekend to play against 2 quality opponents and have to elevate our level of play a little bit.
And an opportunity for some history tonight with Shawnee bringing in an almost remarkable 40-game winning streak. But you played them through that streak, and you know what this team that Mark Triplett has put together. They've got sort of a unique style that allows for them to score some points.
Yeah, they're very good. They can get points in bunches, and obviously Mangus just has a tremendous instinct for getting layups and scoring around the basket. Just has great timing, great hands, and good feel for the defense around him. And but they've got a lot of other weapons, obviously, also.
Talk about that aspect a little bit, Jim, just from your experience, quickly understanding a situation and then reacting to it. I think Max Roth is one of your guys that has some of those innate skills. That's sort of what Mangus does. He deciphers the situation and then just reacts in the right way almost every time.
Yeah, he does. He uses his body really well. He just sees where openings are. He sees it. He can seal a guy and get the ball. It's just amazing how many easy baskets he gets for a guy that's getting a lot of attention defensively.
So the prime issues, obviously rebounding, keeping the ball in your hands, that sort of thing, but you got to get out on shooters, and the transition game is certainly a lot of concerns here, huh?
Yeah, they rebound. They got some nice kids that can shoot the ball. He gets out early and gets some easy baskets that way. They will sometimes play a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 zone with him at the top, and he just, he's at half court when the shot goes up, and he has good instinct of knowing when to sneak out, and so we're going to have to play well.
No question about it. Quick thought on your roster, the availability of Terry and Ross for tonight.
No, he's quarantined with COVID issue, and he won't be here for a few more days.
And that allows certainly Ben Ireland to get some more minutes, right?
Yeah, we hope to be able to use Ben and maybe Jake Bishop a little bit, and get some contributions from our bench, and just keep building a little more depth.
should be a lot of fun tonight. Really a great test for you guys, and as you say, a historical opportunity. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Coach Jim Ruckey of the Findlay Trojans. Moments away, the Trojans host the Shawnee Indians on 1330 WFIN and 95.5 FM.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Ohio knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Ohio needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
This message from WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Hi, this is Chris Oakes. Coming up as we head into the month of February, with the pandemic putting the brakes on social interactions, dating and romance has looked a lot different since last Valentine's Day. What are the new norms, and are they here to stay? That and more. Good mornings, Monday, 6 to 9 a.m. on 1330 WFIN, online at WFIN.com and 95.5 FM.
WFIN keeps you up to date with all the happenings surrounding this year's Ohio State football recruiting class. Reports weekday mornings at 11:15 highlight a different recruit and their potential impact at Ohio State. And join us for a special Ryan Day show Wednesday at noon. Our coverage presented by Sink's Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Miller's Meats, Pandora Flooring and Supply, Buffalo Trading Company, and Citizens National Bank. We're covering the Buckeye class of 2021 on 1330 WFIN and 95.5 FM.
The home of the Findlay Trojans, the Ohio State Buckeyes, the Cleveland Indians, and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Your sports authority. 1330 WFIN and 95.5 FM.
And welcome back to Findlay High School. Mike Miller with you, Coach Cliff Height alongside. Let's meet our starters. First of all, for the visiting Shawnee Indians of Allen County, they are 15-0, averaging 73.6 points per game, surrendering 42, so they're winning by 30 points per more. They beat Ottawa Glandorf last night 58-52. The starters for the Indians, Ricky Rosado, 5'10" senior. Also in the backcourt, Brady Wheeler, 5'10" junior. Jaron Berkey, 6'3" senior. Caden Vermillion, 6'5" senior. And George Mangus, the state player of the year last year, the 6'4" senior, averaging 32 points per contest. Again for Shawnee, Rosado, Wheeler, Berkey, Mangus, and Vermillion. Here are the starters for the Findlay Trojans. Justin Roth, 5'11" junior. Max Roth, 6'1" junior. Chris Stremke, 6'5" senior. Dylan Ankney, 6'3" senior. And the 1,000-point man from last night, A.J. Adams, the 6'5" senior. Shawnee Indians out on the court first, dressed in their road red with the black lettering. The Findlay Trojans will be in their home whites with the blue lettering and the gold trim. Caden Vermillion will go up for Shawnee, the 6'5" senior. Chris Stremke, 6'5" senior, will go up for the Findlay Trojans. Our officials for this one are Tate Mayberry, Kobe Baker, and Josh Felix. And the opening tap is lost out along the far sidelines, apparently touched by Chris Stremke most aggressively, so it's going to belong to the Shawnee Indians. Jaron Berkey will work it in along the far side. Just underway. Here's Brady Wheeler working up top. Now Mangus, he'll fire up a three, and Mangus, his first shot, he connects. Mangus with the quick release. And Coach, you're finding out quickly why George Mangus, he just scores. He's one of the best natural scorers at the high school level I think you're going to see. Here's A.J. Adams down low. Nice feed as A.J. shovels it quickly to Dylan Ankney. Ankney goes up, draws a foul, and it'll be a two-shot variety. Jaron Berkey whistled for the foul, and that's good, unselfish basketball inside amongst the Findlay big guys. So Berkey with the foul. Ankney at the line, and boy, Dylan had a couple of really crunch two-point baskets in the fourth quarter last night that helped pave that come-from-behind victory over St. Francis. Going to need that and more tonight. Second free throw missed.
But Dylan's been a real plus for the Trojans this year. He knows his job, and he does it well.
He has provided that inside punch that many thought Luke Montgomery was going to be a part of. Obviously didn't add up for Luke for injury reasons. Here's Vermillion now. Left-hand wing with the basketball is Berkey. Berkey pressured there, almost stolen away. Shawnee still working their offense. Here's Brady Wheeler with Justin Roth on him. Watch Wheeler. He's a real spunky guard. Jump pass off down low, and a shovel pass over.
The charge against Vermillion.
Yep, Vermillion got rid of it, was a little too strong, and collided with whoever was down.
Max Roth did a job. He took the charge very well on the baseline there.
And he set up Big Caden for that one, so the foul on Vermillion, and that's 2 on Shawnee just a minute into this contest. Here comes the Findlay Trojans. Chris Stremka with the basketball. Now Max Roth. They bounce it down low on the block. A.J. Adams goes up. Vermillion blocks the shot, but it comes right back into A.J.'s hands, and he goes up and scores.
Good job. Way to stay with it.
Exactly. Here's Brady Wheeler for Shawnee dribbling in the backcourt. We're tied at 3 apiece. Indians with it. Straight away is George Mangus. Berkey lets fly from 3 range. Jaron's shot won't go down. Rebound to the Trojans. They run with it. Far side. A.J. Adams. He'll stop and pop.
That's the one he needs.
Yep. Shot won't go. Rebound to George Mangus. Shawnee coming the other way.
That was a pretty shot by A.J. He needed that to drop in.
Indians Brady Wheeler. Near side dribble right in front of Coach Ruckey and the Findlay bench. Here's Vermillion down the lane. Pushes it to Wheeler. NBA 3. And it's up and in for Brady Wheeler. Wheeler was the leading scorer for Shawnee last night in their victory over Ottawa Glandorf. 6-3 Indians with the early advantage. We're 2 minutes in. Here's A.J. Adams in the corner working against Berkey. Now he'll shift. Vermillion shifts over defensively on A.J. Trojans with it. Justin Roth, right-hand wing, gets a screen from Ankney. Justin feeds to Ankney, a little late with the pass. Ball's lost. Ankney picks it up. Dylan feeds to A.J. Adams. Free throw line jumper, rims just out. Rebound to Vermillion. Baseball pass ahead to the link. Mangus can't convert. Mangus wanted defensive goaltending. That was maybe close. Coming the other way, Max will jack up a 3. Shot missed. Rebound, A.J. Adams in traffic. Back out to Max Roth. Max dribbles, goes up, banked it, too soft. Missed it.
He was counting on getting fouled on that. He might have been shoved a little bit on the inside there.
Caden Vermillion with the rebound. Here's Wheeler in the front court. His pass is tipped. Saved from going out of bounds beautifully by A.J. Adams. Ahead to Max Roth in the front court. He'll stop. He'll fire up a 3. It's short, but Chris Stremka with the rebound, basket, and score.
The Trojans on defense are playing man-to-man, and A.J. has gotten the assignment on Mangus.
Looks to me like the Trojans so far are matching Shawnee's physicalness. That's a good start for Findlay. 6-5, Shawnee with a lead. Here's a 3 try. It's off the mark by Berkey, and quickly Findlay coming the other way. Trojans with the basketball. They bounce it to A.J. Adams straight away. Works on Berkey. Turns, fires,
Can't
scores.
stop that. Can't stop that.
A.J.
Berkey just didn't have the height, I don't think, to be able to cover A.J.
Yeah, Berkey's about 6'3", but
he is 6'3",
when A.J. gets that patented move and elevates, that's a classic jump shot, hard to
Another
defend.
charge.
And an offensive foul
against Berkey.
It's on Berkey on the other side of the floor, back on the weak side of the court, and that's going to force Coach Mark Triplett, Shawnee, to go to the bench. Second on Berkey, he will sit, and the Indians will bring Austin Miller, 6'4" sophomore.
You like him, don't you?
Yeah, he's a good-looking young player. Also, I think he's the only insertion, I believe. Nope, Toby Freiberger, sophomore guard in there. So a couple of changes for Shawnee. Findlay with the basketball and a single-point lead. Max Roth dribbles straight away. Looking around. Free throw line jumper. Max off the mark. Missed it. Rebound loose. Goes out of bounds. Apparently, Ankney touched it last, so it'll belong to Shawnee. Got to like the Findlay defensive posture, though, so far, Coach. The Trojans are playing with confidence, and they're going toe-to-toe with Shawnee defensively here.
Well, and that win last night might have been the key.
Well, they figured if they can bang with St. Francis, you can battle with about anybody.
You'd think so.
Yep. Here's George Mangus with the basketball for Shawnee. There's Freiberger now briefly here, left-hand wing. Let's see who that is. That's Brady Wheeler. Wheeler on Justin Roth. Dribbles around Justin. Gets inside. Lost it out of bounds.
Got knocked out.
Yep, one of the Trojans touched it last, so it'll be Shawnee possession under their own hoop.
Coach Triplett wanted the foul called, but he didn't get it.
3:20 to play first quarter. Single point, Findlay leads. Shawnee with it under their own basket. They shove it in bounds, and A.J. Adams, great anticipation, steps in and steals it away. Coming down the far side to Brock McCrancy. He'll jack up a three. Missed it. Standing rebound to Caden Vermillion. Trojans hustle back very quickly on defense. Mangus, quick release on the three. Missed a shot. Rebound to Freiberger down low. His shot is rejected and taken away by Brock McCrancy. Now Adams almost to travel. I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
He got rid of it in time. Justin Roth resets the Findlay offense, and the Trojans are going to throw it away anyhow. So it's a turnover nevertheless.
And that might be just one guy not used to another guy, when it comes to the offense. It just happens when you have guys substituting in and what have you in that case.
Nevertheless, an unforced turnover. Sam Wyra will come in, the 5'11" junior, and Chris Stremka will sit. A single point Findlay lead. 2:45 to play opening quarter. Here's Caden Vermillion. Bounces it in the lane to Mangus. He will throw it up and score and draw a foul.
Wyra got him down low. Actually, Mangus beat A.J. on that drive into the paint.
Was that it? Okay.
And then Wyra reached in and got a little bit of the arm.
You're starting to quickly get a sense of the different ways that George Mangus can score. He just has a knack of throwing the ball in the basket. Free throw missed by Mangus. Rebound battle for, let's see, that's Austin Miller has it. So and then off to Vermillion, and he'll go up and score.
So Mangus now has, what,
or no,
6?
That was Mangus. Give Mangus the bucket.
Yeah.
7 already now for Mangus.
7.
10-7, Shawnee with the lead. They score quickly. Here's an offensive foul on the other end. A.J. Adams with that big dribble step, and Brady Wheeler got underneath him, draws the charge. Wheeler doing a good job defensively. First foul on A.J. Adams. That's the good news. No more than just one so far. Trojans with just 2 fouls, one on Wyra and the one on A.J. 2 minutes now to play in the quarter. Ball is stolen by Sam Wyra. Lobs it ahead to Max Roth, and Max with a quick lay-in had to adjust as Wheeler was breathing down his neck. Give Max the 2, but the play was made by Sam Wyra. Findlay within 1, 10-9. Shawnee coming the other way, and they try to get the entry pass, and they throw it away.
That last play by Findlay, the ball actually hit Coach Rookie on his leg because he was standing on the court, and they went ahead and played it anyway, and nobody called it out of bounds.
I don't see how officials could have
that's what happened. That is what happened.
Hey, imagine that. It was missed by an official. Minute 40 to play first quarter. And there's a steal. And that's George Mangus. He'll take it to length. And, Max Roth contesting what would have been a lay-in for Mangus. It's going to be a foul on Max Roth.
Well, Coach Rookie said in your pregame interview that Mangus plays the point when they go into that zone, and that was a situation right there. And he said that gives him a better chance to get down the court right away and get some of those easy ones. And in this case, he was fouled, but it was a great opportunity for them.
2 free throws for George Mangus. 80% free throw shooter. First one is up and in. Coach Mark Triplett going to sit Caden Vermillion down. He'll bring in Jamari Johnson, 6'5" junior, big fella. Second free throw, George Mangus rolls. It's up and in.
Jamari had a charge in the JV game and almost destroyed somebody from Findlay. He's a big man.
Yeah, he's 6'5" and a wide body.
Yes, sir.
12-9. The Shawnee lead is 3. Max Roth, feeds it to Stremka, works it down low. Too much muster on that pass. A.J. can't hang on. Trojans turnover.
That's too bad because A.J. was open.
He was open on the block. It was a good look.
It was.
For Chris Stremka, who just got in too big of a hurry.
Well, Stremka goes, my bad, I threw it too hard. And he did. He did.
Trojans looked like, Coach, in a 2-3 zone.
They
a little bit of a switch up
I think they're in a box and one.
All right.
Because they've got a man-to-man on Mangus, and it's Wyra.
Wyra
and he's pushing him and knocking him around.
That's exactly right. It is a box and one. Here's Wheeler with the basketball to Austin Miller. Jumps it to Toby Freiberger. Now they feed it in the lane. Wheeler back to Freiberger, almost traveled. Jamari Johnson down low. He goes up strong, hits the bottom of the backboard.
Underneath the basket.
And the loose ball comes in the hands of the Trojans. McCrancy's trapped in the backcourt, needs help. Gets it to Wyra. Sammy will beat the press with his own dribble. Ahead to Stremka. Hands back to Wyra. Sammy goes up, shot missed. And Shawnee's going to come out with it. Wheeler, baseball pass length
he's
of the
wide
court.
open because he's at
George
the point of that
Mangus
zone.
Lays it up and in.
Another example of him being down court. I'm not going to call it cherry picking, but that's what it was, a phrase we used back in the 70s. But he's doing what he should be doing.
How about the 60-foot pass?
Well, that's just it. People are getting the ball to him.
Final 10 seconds. Final 10 in the quarter. 8, 7. Findlay with the basketball. 6, 5. Brock McCrancy with 4. Shoots from the free throw line. Rolls. Won't go down. Buzzer sounds. And we have played 8 minutes of basketball tonight at Findlay High School. It's been interesting. After 8 minutes on the Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing scoreboard, it's the Shawnee Indians 14 and the Findlay Trojans 9. This is 1330 WFIN at 95.5 FM.
I didn't have to worry about anything. Anything that I needed, they were there. My name is Jody Kendrick. My son, Blake Kendrick, passed away. The Hanneman Funeral Home assisted me. Drew and the Hannemans guided us step by step by step, what we needed to do, what to expect, anything that we needed. Really well, they took care of all of us.
I'm Drew DeVore, funeral director at Hanneman Funeral Homes in Findlay and Macomb.
Since 1960, Reineke family dealerships have been family-owned and customer-driven. 10 full-service dealerships in Fostoria, Tiffin, Lima, Upper Sandusky, Findlay, North Baltimore, and most recently, Reineke RV of Toledo and Tiffin. We have a huge new vehicle inventory to choose from, including Ford, Lincoln, Nissan, Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Over 550 pre-owned vehicles, plus StarCraft and Flagstaff RVs. Get your key from Reineke, ReinekeFamilyDealerships.com.
WFIN, home of the Findlay Trojans.
Back at Findlay High School, ready to go. Second quarter action. Mike Miller, Coach Cliff Height. 14-9, Shawnee with the 5-point lead. Trojans with the basketball. A.J. Adams with it. Max Roth, long-range three. Won't go down. Rebound, Freiberger had it. He fell down, and then Vermillion dove for it for Shawnee. Coach Mark Triplett calls a 30-second timeout to save him and save the possession, and we'll keep it right here.
Well, you know what? I was going to say, Mangus did not start the second quarter. They'll give him a little bit of a break. But I don't want to take an old-time negative connotation and make it sound bad for Mangus. He's playing the point on their zone defense, and then when somebody shoots the ball, he takes off. That's what he should do. And everybody on Shawnee knows that he's going to do that, and they throw those long passes. And he's gotten 4 points that way tonight already. He's got it 11 already just in one quarter.
Yeah, he's done it for 3 years now.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There is some speculation he might wind up in Findlay collegiately.
Oh,
so
wouldn't that be fantastic?
That'd be a great get. Let's hope Charlie Ernst and company, I know they got a shot at him. So here's Toby Freiberger for Shawnee. Indians lead the Trojans 14-9. With the basketball is Ricky Rosado. Bounces it inside. That's Mangus with the left hand.
No, that was Vermillion. Mangus is still sitting on the bench.
That was Caden Vermillion, right. My bad.
That was a beautiful hook shot right there.
Over Dylan Ankney. Good look for Caden Vermillion. Coming the other way. Here's Brock McCrancy deep in the corner for Findlay. He'll fire a three after the return pass from Max. Shot missed. Rebound Austin Miller. Miller gets it ahead to Rosado. Now Toby Freiberger with the basketball. Freiberger, sophomore, working the point. Here's Ricky Rosado way out high. Trojans have shifted man-to-man with it down on the baseline. They're looking inside. Here's a reverse
my
layup.
God. That's Vermillion again.
Look at that.
Boy, he's not a bad substitute for one of their starters that's out right now.
Caden Vermillion has been a starter, but his game has expanded without Elwer.
That's what it is.
And it's just more of the same with Vermillion really sort of filling the role more without Elwer. And Shawnee getting excited about their defense at this moment. Trojans working it around. Look at that. Brock McCrancy heads down the baseline, missed a shot. Brock's got his own rebound, kicks it out to Max Roth. He's due, and he hits that one.
That's what the Trojans needed right there.
Max drops that triple, and the Trojans needed that, 18-12. Here comes Shawnee the other way, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. No.
Mark Triplett called timeout before that happened. Well, he saw it happening.
Coach Mark Triplett literally could see the so-called over and back about to occur, yells out timeout.
His player was in the air,
Mike. Play. And seeing that, we're going to keep it here because it's going to be just 30 seconds. That's why I don't like that coaches can call timeout from the sidelines. I contend it perverts the natural flow of the action.
I agree, but it's why coaches love it. In that situation, he's done it twice now. He saved his team from 2 different turnovers.
The only coach that ever agreed with me was Dave Sweet, the former OG coach.
Oh, Dave, yeah.
He agreed that he thought it was too much coach control, that it took away from the game.
No, I'm with you. I really am. I'm with you. I just know that the coaches love it. So most of them.
Oh, yeah, that's twice where Shawnee coach Mark Triplett has called timeouts. It's saved possessions for the Indians.
Mangus is in, and Acme gets him now man-to-man. They've used 4 different people on him already tonight.
And they go back to that box and one, if you will.
There it is.
Here's Brady Wheeler.
Well, I'm sure they've seen it before, Mike.
Wheeler with it at the point, wanted to pull the trigger. Max Roth came out on him. Here's Miller, lobs it inside. Reverse layup, left hand won't go down. Tip up and in.
Vermillion.
And look at Caden Vermillion. That's 3 buckets for Caden.
On 6 points, right.
Third quarter. Here come the Trojans the other way, trailing 20-12. Justin Roth lets fire. He's due. Can't hit that one. Rebound to Caden Vermillion. And he looked good doing it. Outlet to Brady Wheeler down the near side for the Shawnee Indians. Wheeler jumps it to Austin Miller. And the sophomore Miller drops the tray. First points for Miller. He's the soccer superstar. 23-12. Suddenly the Indians are up by 11. They just score quickly. They average about 73 a game. Here's A.J. Adams with it in the corner, trying to shake off, gets around Vermillion.
Beautiful.
Reverse layup, A.J. Adams. How about that?
Trojans needed that one, that's for sure.
6 for A.J. Pulls Findlay back to within 9 at 23-14. Still 5 minutes to play, first half. Miller fires another 3, and it's nothing but net. Ouch. When they're shooting like that, isn't much you can do. 26-14. Here's Max Roth coming the other way. Hands to A.J. Adams. He'll let fire from long range. Missed. Shawnee wants to get out with it and run. They do with George Mangus. He'll go up. He'll draw some contact. He'll draw the blocking foul.
I think it'll be Justin.
Not sure. Probably number 2. That is Justin Roth.
Yes, it is. You know, Mike, Findlay's doing this box and one. And if you're going to do a box and one, then you have to stop the other 4. And they have not stopped Austin Miller.
Meanwhile, George Mangus there will step back to the line, and
he can get his garbage points this way. You know, he can do that.
Yeah. That's a dozen
12
now.
for him, yep, already.
27-14. Biggest thing for the Trojans is got to keep hanging around.
Well, they got to hit those threes. If they're going to shoot them and they've been open, they got to hit them.
Mangus' second free throw missed. Rebound. What do we have?
Coach
We're going to
Rookie
have a timeout. Yep, Jim Rookie wants to talk about it, and so will we. As the Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing scoreboard with 4:20 to play, first half. It's Shawnee 27, Findlay 14. This is 1330 WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Carrier Green Speed. What is it? It's a way for you to save up to 50% over your conventional home heating and air conditioning energy costs. Where can you get it? Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Jack's is a factory-authorized Carrier dealer. Call Jack's today to learn how you can save 40 to 50% using Carrier Green Speed technology in your home. Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, your hometown Carrier factory authorized dealer in Findlay.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Back again at Findlay High School along with Coach Cliff Height. I'm Mike Miller. Still lots of time, over 4 minutes left in this first half, but Shawnee has inched out to a 27-14 lead. Not completely by virtue of George Mangus's points, but also a couple of threes from Austin Miller, and Caden Vermillion's played an all-around game.
Yes.
So the Trojans will try to answer after the Findlay timeout. Here's Justin Roth with it. Working the point, Chris Stremka also in there along with Max Roth, A.J. Adams, and Brock McCrancy. Here's A.J. Lost the dribble. Loose ball on the open floor. Mangus has it. Shoves it ahead for an easy lay into Austin Miller. Miller's got 11, but give credit to George Mangus with the assist in the same way Mangus benefits by, as you would traditionally say, by cherry picking. Shawnee just has that nature where, look at Max Roth, goes up strong, can't hit it. Rebound on the end line, almost saved, but touched there by A.J. Adams, so it'll belong to Shawnee. Shawnee, coaches, you can see they've established a real knack of somebody will break out ahead of the play, and they'll take advantage of that offensively.
Well, you said they got the ball down there quickly, and there's no question.
Yep.
The other thing is Findlay's only getting one shot every time down, and they have not been hitting.
Nope. And the Trojans haven't been able to convert with their transition baskets either. 29-15, 3.5 minutes.
Back into a regular man-to-man now.
Ricky Rosado on the dribble. Gets underneath the basket. May have just stepped on the line. Good piece of defense there as Justin Roth harassing Ricky Rosado. Forces a turnover. Coach Mark Triplett for Shawnee going to go to the bench. Going to give Caden Vermillion a breather as big Jamari Johnson will replace Vermillion, the 6'5" senior. 6 points, but probably had 4 or 5 rebounds.
Oh, he's done a really good job.
So the Trojans, almost for the moment, can't dwell on the scoreboard, trailing by 15. Need to just score. A.J. Adams, nice pass to Stremka. Chris converts. A.J. draws the double team, got rid of it beautifully.
Yeah, that was nice.
4 points for Stremka, 29-16. Trojans down by 13. 3 minutes to play, first half. Here's Mangus with it briefly.
You see who's on him? Max Roth is guarding him now.
Yeah. Now a double team in the corner. Wheeler's in trouble. What do we have?
That was a trap and a steal and a foul.
Yep.
And they called it on Justin. Oh, Stremka took it away.
Yep. Yeah, I thought that might have been clean. Shawnee maybe cut a break on that foul call there. Here's Toby Freiberger for the Indians. Dribbles out front. Feeds to Brady Wheeler with Justin Roth on him. Now George Mangus. Crossover dribble. Stops, collides with Max Roth. What a great collision that is. That's a good matchup, really, to have Max on him defensively. But Shawnee showing good patience. Wheeler, double team, needs help. Shoves it to the wide open Jamari Johnson.
Traveled.
He wasn't open enough.
Jamari
traveled. He got rid of it. It looked like he traveled.
But
by the time it looked like he traveled, I think he had already gotten rid of it.
Maybe, but it didn't look good.
Turns into an A.J. Adams foul. His second, 6th on the Trojans team, not a shooting foul. Dylan Agney's going to come in. Justin Roth will sit.
And A.J.'s staying in. That's important.
Trojans need a stop here, though. They trail by 13 with 2:20 to play. Freiberger with it for Shawnee. Miller deep in the corner. This time clangs it off the iron. Or that was Wheeler, rather. Missed his shot. Ball stolen in the backcourt. Here's Mangus. Can't score. Rebound. Wheeler, he goes up. Can't score. Mangus again. As Stremka swats it out of bounds. Shawnee will keep trying. They'll keep it under their own basket.
Every Shawnee fan thought that Mangus got fouled about 17 times on that situation, but I really don't think he did get fouled.
No.
Somebody.
Well, they're just going to switch the possession. They're going to say it's Findlay ball.
Oh, it got knocked off of somebody's knee.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, A.J. was guarding Mangus with 2 fouls with 2 minutes to go in the half. So Coach Rookie's going all out on this.
Well, he's got to. He can sense what the scoreboard says.
Yes, sir.
You're down double digits. Here's McCrancy, long range shot. Brock bounding, won't go. Rebound Austin Miller for Shawnee.
Only the layups are dropping for Findlay right now, and that's killing them.
Miller gets the return pass from Wheeler. Mangus had it briefly, lost it. Loose ball comes in Jamari Johnson's hands. And the 6'5" junior Johnson will get his first bucket. 31-16. Things are breaking Shawnee's way.
Oh, for sure. That's what I was saying. I'm just like, oh my gosh, everything's going right for him.
Yeah, it's been that way for about 2.5 years. Here's A.J. Adams. He'll pop from 12 feet. Rims out. Rebound, Ankney. Ball knocked loose. Trojans again with it. Brock has his shot blocked. Was it blocked from behind by George Mangus?
Yeah, it was.
Here's Brady Wheeler in the front court for Shawnee near side. Number 4 on number 4. Brady Wheeler and Max Roth. Love that. They bounce it down low. And who was that? That was Mangus.
Yeah, Mangus, yeah.
Went up, shot was deflected. Here's a breakaway for Dylan Ankney, and he'll convert for the Shawnee Indians.
Good job, Dylan. Way to hustle.
That's 3 points for Dylan. A little bit of momentum for the Trojans, still trailing 31-18. 40 seconds to play first half. Freiberger to Austin Miller. Now Brady Wheeler, left-hand side. George Mangus with the basketball in the lane.
AJ just picked up his third. It's what I was telling you about. He was guarding Mangus. Mangus went up for the shot. Mangus forced the shot to try to draw the foul.
Right. Mangus sort of leaned ahead, and he had that option to pass off to Johnson or shoot, and it forced AJ to commit.
I think it was the right call. That's why AJ on him. You knew he was going to try to be physical. You have to be if you're going to guard Mangus.
Yep. Free throw by George Mangus is up. The other thing about George, or one of the other things about George, is he's great at getting rid of the ball, too.
Yes, he obviously.
Couple of quick free throws for George. Hits them both. A 14-point first half.
Well, I hope AJ didn't get an offensive foul.
Slightly below his average. Findlay trails 33-18. Trojans with it. 20 seconds to play first half. Max Roth dribbles straight away. Working with Chris Stremka out high. Need to be clock conscious. 12, 11, 10 seconds. Max standing at midcourt with 9, 8. Still with the dribble. Now McCrancy down low. AJ with 4 seconds goes up. Shot missed.
Ankney.
Tip up and in. Dylan Ankney. As the buzzer sounds, ending the first half. Thank you, Dylan Ankney, with 2 buckets towards the end of the first half. Have kept the Trojans somewhat in it. We are at halftime at Findlay High School. Our score at the half, the Shawnee Indians 33, the Findlay Trojans 20 on our Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing scoreboard. Time for the Northwest Ohio Orthopedics Express Clinic halftime. We've got all kinds of interesting things. We'll detail this first half and some other notes with Trojans basketball. We'll detail that for you. Shawnee 33, Findlay 20 at the half. This is 1330 WFIN at 95.5 FM.
They're still known for having the best pizza in town after 45 years in business. Angelo's Pizza in Cary. Angelo's is home of the family combo. A 16-inch pizza, breadsticks, and 2-liter of pop, only $24.95. Angelo's is also known for the best stuffed crust pizza. Delicious. You can also order Angelo's specialty pizzas, subs, wings, salads, and a variety of fried foods. Are you within Angelo's 12-mile radius? Call for delivery. Angelo's Pizza in Cary. Check them out on Facebook.
Hey, my name's James, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the first bite, you get a little kick of spice, and then that cilantro and lime sauce that kind of balances things out. Just delicious.
Hey, I'm Amber. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A new Grilled Spicy Deluxe is how well all of the ingredients complement each other. It's so good. I like bob my head side to side, dancing while I eat.
Chick-fil-A's Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich, available for a limited time only. Real guests stayed for their testimonials.
Blanchard Valley Medical Associates offers comprehensive dermatology care. 6 expert providers in general dermatology, dermatological surgery, and cosmetic services. For more information on dermatology at Blanchard Valley Medical, go to bvma.com.
At LaRich Chevrolet Cadillac in downtown Findlay, you want it, we got it. With over 500 new Chevys available and our upfront pricing, we'll save you time and money. That's LaRich Chevrolet Cadillac downtown Findlay or on the web at larichcars.com. Find new roads.
Toyota and Subaru make the car, LaRich makes the difference. Check out all our new and used vehicle specials with pictures and prices at ToyotaBob.com. So make the switch to LaRich Toyota Subaru on the corner next to Best Buy in Findlay, proudly invested in your community.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
And welcome back to Findlay High School. We're in the Northwest Ohio Orthopedics Express Clinic halftime of the varsity game with the Shawnee Indians of Allen County leading the Findlay Trojans 33-20. Shawnee led 14-9 after 8 minutes. We'll detail our individual scoring here in just a little bit, but let's bring Coach Cliff Hyde back into the mix and get his impressions on what he's seen so far. Only 4 Shawnee players have scored. Only 4 Findlay players have scored, but 53 points up on the board. So some scoring is going on, and it's from some of the key people we thought, but Shawnee has just done that much more scoring.
A couple of observations on my part.
Yeah.
Findlay has really gotten open shots, but they've missed. They're just not dropping. And they're only getting 1 almost every time down. And so if you're not hitting, you can't keep up with the team that's working the ball as well as Shawnee does. Shawnee works the ball so well on offense, they're getting even better shots and a higher percentage, and they've hit their threes. Findlay hasn't been hitting their threes.
I think Findlay has sort of controlled Shawnee's transition game to some degree, but you're right. The Trojans need to hit some of those perimeter shots because that'll kill off any transition possibilities. It'll allow them to get back defensively, where I've got a pretty good feeling about the Trojans in the way they have played defensively, but there's no question on the offensive end. You need to make a few of those perimeter shots, and you can still turn this around.
Oh, absolutely you can. Findlay has used 5 different players guarding Mangus.
George Mangus, yeah.
And unfortunately, it's forced a lot of bumping and pushing and shoving and fouling. Well, one of the guys is AJ, and AJ has 3. And I remember where there was 2 minutes to go, I said, well, look at that. AJ's guarding Mangus still, and he's got 2 fouls. You better hope he doesn't get his 3rd, and he got his 3rd.
Right on cue.
Now, that changes your mental approach in the second half. Either you go all out and say, you're going to play with 3 or 4 the rest of the game until you foul out or don't foul out, and you're not coming out because I need you on that court, or what? You play him for a while, rest him here and there. Well, if you're going to try to win this game, you need AJ on the court.
Last night he sat for most of the 3rd quarter. I don't think that's an option tonight.
No, that's just it. That's kind of what I'm saying. It can't be like last night. It has to be, if you want to beat Shawnee, you got to have your horses on the court. I almost said on the field, on the court, but you do.
Let's take a look at our individual scoring. First for the Findlay Trojans, A.J. Adams with 6, 5 each for Dylan Ankney and Max Roth, 4 for Chris Stremke. The Trojan halftime total of 20. Shawnee 14 from George Mangus, 8 for Austin Miller. Cade Vermillion with 6 and 2 for Jamari Johnson, and a 3-pointer for Brady Wheeler. How could I miss that? Again, Mangus with his 14. Miller kid off the bench with 8. Played pretty well, as I suspected.
Yeah, you were right. I want to get back to Findlay's shooting.
Yep.
Because Findlay is shooting with confidence, but they're not finishing with confidence. Now, there's a difference.
Yep.
I mean, if you're not afraid to take a shot, that's okay. But you've got to be confident you can hit anything, anywhere, anytime in this game of basketball. And Shawnee plays like that. If you've noticed, they are very aggressive with their shooting, and their outside shooting has been very good. Findlay, on the other hand, they're just not like, even McCrancy's missed 3 threes. He doesn't miss threes like that, but he has. And somebody's going to have to pick it up, especially if you're only going to get 1 shot every time down. If you don't get some offensive rebounds, you're in big trouble tonight.
Couple of changes, Trojans fans, for the schedule next week. The latest had Findlay at Toledo Central Catholic on Saturday night. That game is now off, not going to happen. There is some suggestion that Findlay may have an early week game next week. We'll know officially by Monday. Stay tuned to WFIN for those details. Next Saturday's game at Toledo Central Catholic is off. Likely an early week game for Coach Rookie and the Trojans coming up this week. We'll have that for you Monday, first thing when that information becomes available to us here at WFIN.
You know, I want to get back to one other point. If Findlay's going to crash the boards, then they also have to worry about the possibility of more fast breaks against them. And so they're kind of a catch-22 situation. But I don't know if you have designated people to crash the board and tell everybody else to get back, or I'm not sure that part of the coaching, what you do. But if Findlay shoots and then they all rush for that rebound, and if it's not a good shot, Mangus is going to be standing in the paint at the Findlay end waiting on that 60-foot pass.
Right, and he knows how to convert.
Yes, he does.
Right, so there's no question. Shawnee sort of gives you double-edged swords on a whole lot of different things, and it has worked out incredibly for him here over the last 2.5 seasons or so. This one is yet to be settled, though. We're at the half. We're in the Northwest Ohio Orthopedics Express Clinic halftime. Second half action is just ahead. It's Shawnee 33 and the Findlay Trojans 20 on 1330 WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Something happened and you've been injured. When the injury needs orthopedic care, there's only one place to go, NWO. The NWO Ortho Express Clinic. You'll receive same-day treatment with direct access to specialty care from NWO professionals. Decreased wait time and less expensive than a trip to the emergency room. The NWO Ortho Express Clinic, Findlay's east side on 224. Find out more at nwomedicine.com. There's only one place to go, NWO.
There are lots of ways to be a kid. My way is to take a road that's not easy. So it's a good thing I'm an adventurer. That's why I'm going to be a Cub Scout, because scouting will guide me to really big things. It will teach me to navigate the woods with confidence, and to navigate the world with confidence too. Scouting will show me a kid who is brave, trustworthy, loyal, and kind. A kid who is always prepared. A kid who is me, so scout me in.
WFIN reminds you to find your Cub Scout pack at beascout.org.
Sunday, February 7th, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs square off in Super Bowl 55. Hi, this is Scott Graham. Join me and the rest of our Westwood One crew for all the action. Will Bucs quarterback Tom Brady win an unprecedented 7th Super Bowl ring? Or will the Chiefs and QB Patrick Mahomes become the first team to win back-to-back titles since Brady and the Patriots 17 years ago? If it's Super Bowl 55, it's right here.
1330 WFIN and now at 95.5 FM.
Your first look at business and the business of life happens each weekday morning on WFIN. Hi, this is Gordon Deal, inviting you to join me at 5 a.m. for This Morning, America's First News. We'll give you the top money and business news and information about managing your money and retirement savings. Plus, there's the latest on technology, e-commerce, careers, health, entertainment, and much more. This Morning, weekdays at 5 a.m. And check out the weekend edition Saturday mornings at 5 on 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and now at 95.5 FM.
WFIN, home of the Findlay Trojans.
Back to Findlay High School underway. Third quarter action. Trojans with the basketball. 33-20, Shawnee with the lead. Justin Roth working with Chris Stremka, Max Roth, A.J. Adams, who has it now down low. Bounces it to Stremka. 3-try for Chris. Shot missed. Long rebound. Good hustle. Dylan Ankney runs it down. Here's Chris Stremka with it. He'll dribble drive over. Vermillion blocks the shot. Chris gets it back. Good hustle there. Now to Justin Roth, resetting the Findlay offense. Roth blows off his defender, Rosado. Down the lane, won't go down. Rebound. One of the Trojans in there. Ankney goes up, and Dylan, did it go in?
Yes, it did. Offensive rebounds. Findlay started in a 1-3-1 defense to start this half and got a steal right away, right when we were coming on. And then Findlay goes down and gets a bucket, and now they can be, close to that 10-point margin.
Absolutely. Down 11, and the and one with the Ankney free throw here, quite possibly. The foul on Shawnee's Ricky Rosado, his first.
I don't know if I totally believe in that 10-point thing. Well, you got to get within 10, but that's what could happen if he makes this free throw.
And also, by the way, Ben Ireland checks in. A.J. Adams will sit. I actually kind of like that also. That proves how conscious the Findlay coaching staff is to the clock. And now a steal on the inbound. by Stremka off to Ben Ireland. He'll put it up and score. And it's an 8-point game, 33-25. And now Shawnee calls timeout against the press.
Oh, boy.
And that was not called by Coach Mark Triplett. That was one of the Indian players back there was feeling the heat.
He was a half a second from a 5-second call.
So the Trojans off to a great start in this third quarter, getting back-to-back buckets, first from Dylan Ankney and then Ben Ireland. Ankney with the and one, so he got the three, and then Ireland cuts 5 points off that margin like that.
And Coach Ricky's putting A.J. back in. So we might have an offensive, defensive substitution kind of thing going here.
It could.
Even though Benny got the bucket.
Certainly a message for Shawnee, Coach Mark Triplett and those guys, because they quickly realized that, hey, wait a minute, these guys can score quickly, and they just slapped the press on, at least after made baskets. And I don't care who you are, the Findlay press has had success.
It has.
Many times in the last year or so.
Well, I asked the Trojans to get on the boards, and they have so far this half.
And now after the timeout, the Trojans will just fall back in there.
1-3-1.
Yep. And here come the Shawnee Indians. They'll dribble into the front court left to right as we're situated here along the near side at Findlay High School. Brady Wheeler with it. Lost his dribble. Now picks it up to George Mangus. Here's Caden Vermillion, right-hand side. No room to operate. Mangus flashes through the lane. Jump pass down low. Vermillion lost a handle. Gives it to Jaron Berkey. Now Wheeler wanted to pull the trigger. Stremka got out and closed on the shooter beautifully.
Great defense by Findlay now.
Here's Mangus deep in the corner. He'll push it up. Missed a shot.
You got to get the rebound.
Rebound Jaron Berkey pushes out to Wheeler. His three try off the mark. Rebound Max Roth. Racing the other way with the dribble. Findlay's Max Roth. Off to Justin Roth. Got in the lane. Bounces it to A.J. Adams. Reverse lay-in is up and in.
How about that? That leads down to 6 points now for Shawnee.
7 straight points for Findlay to start the third quarter. 33-27. Trojans at least have grabbed some momentum here. Almost a steal. Now Mangus with it deep in the right corner. Finds the wide open Ricky Rosado. He'll lay it up and in. The assist to George Mangus. Great feed by Mangus.
That's his first bucket of the night.
35-27, but it was all about the pass. Set that up.
Sure was.
Here's Max Roth, left of the key, working against Wheeler. Step back jumper. Max drains the two-pointer. That's another thing needs to happen. Max needs to hit some of those mid-range and long-range shots. That'd be very helpful. Wheeler for three, missed a shot. Who's got the rebound? Dylan Ankney for the Findlay Trojans. 5 minutes to play third quarter. Trojans only trail by 6, 35-29.
Coaching's has got them back into this game.
No question about it. Here's A.J. Adams, baseline drive, jumps it out to Max Roth, return to A.J. He'll fire the three, shot missed, rebound, and it's knocked out by Dylan Ankney.
That could have been a
I thought it was going to be a foul on Dylan, but I don't think it is. He just simply hit the ball.
So here comes Ireland on defense now, replacing A.J., trying to save him.
Sit A.J. for a little bit. Ben Ireland will come back out.
Smart.
5 on the floor for the Trojans are Max and Justin Roth.
Coaching.
Dylan Ankney, Chris Stremka, and Ben Ireland. Shawnee's Berkey to Wheeler. Now right-hand side is the sophomore Austin Miller. Jump pass to Wheeler. They lob it to Mangus down on the baseline. George goes up. His shot was deflected. He gets it back, and he'll go up and score.
Good job on his part.
Mangus just staying with it, but him and Ankney having a good battle down there on occasion. 37-29, the Shawnee lead back to 8. Getting midway third quarter. Look at Max. He'll dribble drive, stop and pop and score the two-pointer. Max Roth now with 9. Trojans back to within 6, 37-31. We're midway third quarter. Mangus step back three, swish. George Mangus, he's got a quick release.
That was a play set up during that last timeout by Coach Triplett. That was very well designed.
Yeah, Wheeler penetrates and then he hands it off to Max. Here's Ankney on the other end for the Findlay Trojans. Max Roth will fire the three, and it's up and in. Max sort of posing after it went through. Makes it 34. That's a dozen for Max, just like that. And this game is heating up. Trojan bench and what fans are in here pretty psyched up. They're hanging with this undefeated team. 3.5 minutes to play. Here's Mangus in the front court. Third quarter, that is. Austin Miller for Shawnee with the basketball. Jaron Berkey lets fly his three. Missed. Rebound in the corner. Good hustle by Mangus on the baseline. I think he stepped on the baseline.
He may have been forced out by Ankney, but what the heck?
Ref standing right there. He didn't see it.
That's what Coach Triplett's saying. He was forced out.
That contact was completely incidental.
That contact, that's the greatest phrase I've ever heard.
That was incidental. It was not a factor. Right? The fact that he stepped out of bounds. Right? Yep. Good effort by Ankney. Tough break for Shawnee.
That's great.
A 6-point Shawnee lead. Here come the Findlay Trojans. Max Roth to Dylan Ankney. Brock McCrancy now in the lineup. Brock gives it to A.J. He'll take it down the lane.
Oh, he was fouled.
Yeah, went a little deep. Got hit by Vermillion. No call. Shawnee coming the other way off the missed shot. Austin Miller with it. He drives. He goes up, and he scores.
Well, you can feel the heat in this gym, though. This gym is heating up.
Got to put a body on the Miller kid. He is very good.
That was a good baseline move, no question.
42-34. A.J. trying to answer for Findlay, and he travels with the basketball.
Yeah, he did.
Well, you think so? I think that was all upper body movement, not his feet.
I think it was both.
Nevertheless.
A.J. didn't look shocked when they called it. That's why I think maybe, I don't know.
Referee Tate Mayberry is in charge, not us, right?
That's right.
And Brock McCrancy, A.J. Adams will sit as Sam Wyra, Ben Ireland come on. We're getting those substitutions as they protect A.J. and those 3 fouls. It's working so far.
Well, I'm loving the grit of both of these teams right now. This is really good basketball.
2.5 minutes, third quarter.
Steal.
And a steal by Max Roth. He might go the distance. He does. Lays it in. Max has 9 in this quarter. He has 14. And the Trojans are within 6, 42-36. Toby Freiberger with the basketball. Freiberger, sophomore guard.
Another turnover.
Vermillion. I think Vermillion lost it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say one of the Trojans hit it. That was close.
It was real close.
That looked almost like Wyra, and now we're going to have a timeout. So we'll take a break from here. Things are definitely heating up at Findlay High School with 2:14 to play third quarter. On the Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing scoreboard, it's Shawnee 42, Findlay 36. This is 1330 WFIN 95.5 FM.
The Hancock County Veterans Service Office is looking for vets to become active members in one of our local veterans organizations. The American Legion, AMVETS, VFW, DAV, Military Order of the Purple Heart, and Korean War Veterans Association are all looking for your leadership skills. These organizations serve the veterans right here in our own community and are waiting for fresh faces like yours to be a voice for all veterans. To find out how you make a difference, visit our website at hancockveterans.com.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
And welcome back to Findlay High School. Mike Miller with you. Coach Cliff Height with us tonight. It's been a good one. We thought it was going to be. Shawnee, 13-point halftime lead has dwindled now at just 6. And the Trojans are playing this undefeated team tough.
This is a Rocky movie. I just don't know if it's Rocky 1 or Rocky 2 yet.
How many was there? About 8 or 9 of those.
Yeah, there were.
And we ain't in Philadelphia. Here's Freiberger for Shawnee. Down low, Caden Vermillion.
Missed it.
Can't convert with the left hand. Dylan Ankney minding its own business down there defensively. Sam Wyra with the rebound. Here come the Trojans. Max Roth. As Max has had the hot hand. Hope he doesn't force it. He doesn't there. Gives it to Ben Ireland.
There's only one designated shooter on the court right now for the Trojans.
That'd be number 4,
yes,
Max
sir.
Roth. Yeah, because...
well, Shawnee knows that.
That's true, because there's really no offensive punch with the big guys, although say that too soon. Dylan Ankney hands to Sam Wyra, and they're going to get it out of there. Sammy to Justin Roth. Justin drives. Off-balance shot. Just laid it up short. Rebound. Dylan Ankney up and in.
Dylan does it again.
Ankney with 10. He's got 5 in this quarter. Miller for 3 on the other end.
Oh.
Swish. Austin Miller That's his third three-pointer. He's got 13 points.
Boy, he loves that corner shot. My goodness.
He looks like he's feeling it a little bit, too. 45-38, back to a 7-point Shawnee lead. We're down to a minute to play third quarter.
That was a dagger right there. It really was.
Shawnee with Mangus out top with their zone. They try to trap people on top with those big guys. Here's Max Roth, NBA 3. Swish. Max.
How much are you enjoying this, Mike? This is amazing. This is great.
Max has a dozen in this quarter. It's a 4-point game. Oh, Mangus backdoor feed. The high-low for Vermillion.
Nice pass for Vermillion.
And the reverse layup for George Mangus. Good finish. He's got 21. Shawnee back by 6, 47-41. 22 seconds to play third quarter. Findlay Trojans working it around. 35 feet from the hoop, Max Roth. He's the man. In the lane amongst the tall timber. Now Sam Wyraw has it, gives it back to Max, and boy, you can tell Shawnee is Max Roth conscious.
Yeah, they better be.
6-5-4, wide open pass to Ankney down low. He will score. Here's a half-court shot by George Mangus, just short. So Ankney gets the bucket to wrap up the quarter, and it is game on. After 3 tonight from Findlay. In the Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing scoreboard, it's Shawnee 47 and Findlay 43. This is 1330 WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Instead of mourning a death, we really needed to celebrate this beautiful life. From the day we met at Hanneman Funeral Home, Drew really made a point to find out what Todd was about. Drew even let us bring Todd's truck and put it right where everybody walks in. Beautiful touch. Todd's favorite chair on the porch, his cowboy boots sitting on them with flowers, things memorable about Todd. When people walk in, they thought it was just gorgeous.
I'm Drew DeVore, Funeral Director, Hanneman Funeral Homes in Findlay and Macomb.
WFIN, home of the Findlay Trojans.
And again for Findlay High School. After 3 at Findlay, the Trojans trailing Shawnee 47-43, but quite a third quarter for the Trojans, Cliff.
Mike, if you're down 33-20 at halftime, your team has to come out and do this if they've got any gumption whatsoever. And Findlay has gumption. So does Shawnee, sorry.
Right.
But Findlay came out there and outscored Shawnee 23-14, and they have the ball to start the fourth quarter.
All righty. Trojans with a rather small rotation, really only about 7-man rotation they're utilizing. Justin Roth with it, goes down low to A.J. Adams, backing in on, was that Miller on him, and I think they're going to get Miller on the floor, and that's sort of a mismatch. Miller at 6'4", but he's very lean and only a sophomore. That's a matchup I think the Trojans will take all day long.
Oh, absolutely.
So the foul on Austin Miller, his first.
Now they've got Mangus on AJ. Did you see that?
Yeah. All righty. That's respect. Here's a 3 try after the inbound. Who got it?
Justin
Roth. First points of the night for Justin. Didn't score last night against St. Francis. Drops a 3. It's a 1-point game. And now an offensive foul on the other end.
Oh, my.
Austin Miller with a push-off on who? On Justin Roth.
Oh, my goodness.
Second foul on Austin Miller. And look at the team foul situation. Shawnee with 3. Findlay has yet to commit a foul. It's been almost a dream third quarter and now early fourth quarter for Findlay. Trojans trail by 1. We've got a good one. A.J. Adams with the basketball. Here's Brock McCrancy. Brock shakes off his defender, leans, banks it up, and Findlay has taken the lead.
Findlay's up 1.
First
Hot
point
diggity
for
dog.
Brock McCrancy at the 7:14 mark of quarter number 4, and an offensive foul as Toby Freiberger pushed off right in front of Coach Mark Triplett. And Coach Tripp didn't see it that way, but he'll get the full explanation. That's a 4th team foul on the Indians. And
somebody just got kicked out of the gym.
Yeah, some fan.
A fan.
No, I know who that is, actually. That would be.
You mean he's been kicked out before?
No, but that would be Mr. Mangus. Get it?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what.
Too bad. Too bad.
Findlay's come to play here in the second half, and this is amazing.
Fans need to keep their composure. Let the refs and the coaches handle it. Fans enjoy the game. Don't inject yourself into the game. You agree?
Absolutely.
48-47, a single point. Findlay lead. Findlay with the basketball. 7 minutes to play regulation. Justin Roth in the front court. Here's Brock McCrancy. Dribbles a couple times, now feeds it back door to A.J. Adams. Can he hang on? He does. Goes up, can't convert. Rebound bounced out of bounds. I think Vermillion may have touched it last.
Well, I thought so too, but
they're going to give it to Shawnee.
Again, the refs were closer, and I'll give them the benefit because you watch the players' reaction, and neither one of them reacted like it was off of Vermillion.
Right, it was Vermillion and A.J. were going at it. Who knew? So that's why the refs are there.
How about this coaching by rookie, though? A.J. didn't get a foul in the third quarter by switching off offense and defense.
I love it.
Now it's fourth quarter. Who cares, right?
All right, he's got 3 fouls. Big deal.
Yeah.
George Mangus, jump pass to Bertkey. Now George gets the return pass down low. Stops, fades, goes up, missed a shot. Rebound, collision.
That was a foul.
Yeah, Kate Vermillion lost.
No, that was a foul on Vermillion. He's complaining to the refs, but that was
tough break.
That was completely legit call.
Right, but he had earlier collided with somebody, and then his momentum drove him into the Findlay player.
The worst foul was the one before the second foul.
Yeah.
In that situation, he fouled him twice.
Hey, since when is anything fair, right? If you think it's going to be fair, then you're playing the wrong game here. 6.5 minutes to play in regulation. A single point. Findlay leads Shawnee with a 40-game winning streak. And the Trojans are going to spread the floor in Coach Rucky's style. And Max Roth with it. He'll take it down the lane. He turns. He fires. He scores.
My gosh.
Max
What a
Roth
second half.
works that four-corner offense to perfection. 6 minutes to play. Keep in mind, Shawnee trailed by 13 last night in the third quarter at Ottawa Glandorf. Only a 3-point margin here. Here's Vermillion, high post, looks for help, gets it to Wheeler. Now George Mangus with the basketball. Brady Wheeler, back to Mangus. George drives, he goes up, and he scores.
Yeah, that's right.
They're going to call blocking foul.
They should have.
Dylan Ankney.
And it didn't have to be, but Ankney was moving a little bit and leaning. And when you do that, you're not going to get that call. So that was a great call by the officials, even though I'm not in favor of it.
Right.
It was a great call by the official.
Right, Dylan wasn't quite set. It was a great effort on his part to challenge Mangus, but he just wasn't quite there. Mangus misses the free throw. Rebound to Brock McCrancy. Foul Austin
Bad
Miller.
foul.
Shawnee.
Bad foul.
Yeah, unnecessary foul. That's the... I had him for 3. Scoreboard says just 2. More importantly, though, Coach, that is the 6th team foul on Shawnee. Findlay has committed just 1. It was kind of setting up this way last night against St. Francis, where you could see the possibility that the Trojans were going to have opportunities at the line late game. That'll be the case here tonight.
Backdoor
pass, Justin Roth. He scores.
Now he's called for charging.
Offensive foul.
I'll take the bucket away.
We'll let the ref wipe it away first.
That was a good call, too.
Yep. Wow. I don't have any idea who he collided with down there, but
it was Vermillion, and Vermillion just stood his ground, and Justin was coming like a bat out of you-know-what.
Yep.
And great backdoor. Great backdoor.
Super gutsy for Justin Roth.
Now, if somebody else had broken to the bucket, they could have dished it off and gotten an easy layup.
And Vermillion's just the big stud to take a charge, isn't he? Vermillion, he can take a charge. Right?
He can take anything.
He's a big fella.
Yeah, right. That was a good job on his part.
All right. 5.5 minutes to play. Single point. Findlay leads. Shawnee with the basketball. Indians in their front court. Jaron Berkey with it. Bounces it down low. Vermillion leans.
It was.
Goes up. Not going to count.
So his basket,
foul.
How about that? He just took a charge to take away a bucket, and he just scored a bucket, and it got taken away because of a charge.
And that's Caden Vermillion's 3rd. I don't think there's any doubt there either. Caden, he just got down and leaned right in him.
Yeah, it was
too obvious.
I'm telling you, the officials have been consistent tonight. I'll give them all that.
Trojans with the basketball with that single-point lead. We're close to 5 minutes to play in regulation. Sam Wyra Jumps it out to Justin Roth. Cross-court left-hand side, Max Roth. Here's Stremka.
Oh.
Air pass in the lane. Got tipped and stolen. Breakaway. Mangus goes and lays it up and in. Should have been basket interference.
Yes, it should have, but it went in anyway.
But it went in anyway, so the refs didn't call it. And now a steal. Here's Berkey, 2-on-1. Off to Mangus. Kick out. Wheeler takes it in the lane. Won't shoot. Who will? Austin Miller will. And his shot is missed.
That could have been another dagger right there.
Shawnee with a single-point lead, 51-50.
Well, you told me this was going to be a good one, Mike. You weren't kidding.
4.5 minutes to play. Trojans with a basketball. Max Roth in the front court. A.J. Adams feeds to Stremka. He'll jack it up. Chris's shot is missed. Rebound comes to the Indians as Austin Miller elevates the sophomore. Ahead to Wheeler, coming down the lane. Wheeler leans, throws up an air ball. Mangus with the rebound in traffic. He goes up. He scores.
How did he do that?
And a foul.
How did he do that? He was falling backwards, was almost to the ground or the court, and he threw it up there and he put it in.
He is just simply really good at getting that ball up into the basket.
Well, both teams want this one badly, and they're biting, fighting, and scratching out there for every point. I got to give both teams a ton of credit.
So Shawnee gets the and one. George Mangus with the free throw. It's up, and it's good.
That was a big three-point play right there.
Mangus now with 28, getting closer to his average. And it's 54-50, and we're going to have a timeout as Findlay coach Jim Ruckey wants to talk about it. And he will for just half a minute, and so will we, with 4 minutes to play in regulation. Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing scoreboard says Shawnee 54, Findlay 50. You're listening to 1330 WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Looking for a primary care provider? Blanchard Valley Medical Associates offers comprehensive care in one location, and they always accept new patients. To see a list of their primary care providers or schedule an appointment, go to bvma.com.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
And welcome back to Findlay High School. Coach Cliff Height alongside Mike Miller with you. Nothing's been settled. Coach Rook with a 30-second timeout because
they had to take a breath.
Yeah. It's slipping away a little bit.
It is slipping away a little bit, but Findlay's got the ball down 4.
All right, Trojans with 4 minutes to play. They trail 54-50. A.J. Adams, free throw line jumper, nails it over Vermillion. That was a big bucket just to keep a little bit of the momentum in there going for Findlay. Shawnee coming the other way. Indians lead 54-52. Jaron Berkey, air pass, stolen away. Breakaway, A.J. Adams. He'll lay it in and tie the game. Tied at 54. Whistle, traveling violation on Brady Wheeler in the backcourt. Turnover gives it back to the Findlay Trojans.
How about that?
Now we're getting to the point with 3.5 minutes. I don't think we're there where almost every possession has the chance to be defining.
This is a great game. This is the most fun I've had in a long time, Mike. Thank you for allowing me to do this with you.
We'll see what the Findlay Trojans can do on this possession. Probably with a tie game, they might go back to that four-corner. Wouldn't shock me, or at least be a little bit selective. They get it down low to Ankney. Dillon jumps it to A.J. Adams. Here's Max. He'll just jack it. And
oh, my God.
Drops a three. Max Roth from downtown has 22 points. Findlay on top, 57-54. Entry pass in the lane to Vermillion, and a foul from behind on Dillon Ankney.
No, there's no question. No question. Good call.
Second on Ankney, 4th team foul. So the foul situation is evening up rather quickly.
Boy, these referees, they have to be enjoying this too. I mean, this game is crucial. They have to be absolutely, totally alert at all times. Not that they're not, but this forces you to be a better referee.
Oh, the good referees love games like
this.
Yes,
they do.
Brady Wheeler works it in for Shawnee. Berkey, Mangus will jack a tray. George can't hit, gets his own rebound, and he came from behind.
They called it on Mangus.
And
oh, boy.
Collided.
He's allowed to come down, Mike.
With Dillon Ankney, I know.
Oh, boy.
I'm with you there.
Ouch. If I'm from Shawnee, I'm not happy.
With you there.
I'm not saying it was a bad call. They're discussing it right now.
First foul on George Mangus. They are going to talk about it.
They may change the call. They may change the call.
To be honest with you, I think Dillon was the wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah,
through no fault of his own.
I agree, but Mangus has to have the right to come down, but they're going to. No, they're giving it back to Shawnee.
They're not going to call. They're not going to.
Oh, no, they're not.
No, they're not. It's going to be Findlay ball, so they're going to stand.
Yeah, I
they're
thought they
live
were.
With the foul call. How about that?
Well, the scoreboard wants to know.
Right now, the scorer's table wants to know, and Coach Rucky wants an explanation.
He wants to know why he didn't know 1-1.
Wow.
But it was one of those player control thingies. Must have been. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it.
3-point Findlay lead. Trojans with the basketball. Max Roth just hit an unconscious three a little bit ago. Now he will go up from short range and get clobbered by Caden Vermillion. It's going
Good job.
It'll be a two-shot free throw for Max Roth.
He got the defender off his feet, and he leaned in, and he got attacked and got hit.
Findlay went 13 of 14 from the line last night and 1 on the road. They need to echo that by making free throws tonight. It's their best chance, and Max Roth will give it a shot, and it rattles in and out. His first one is missed.
Well, if he makes this one, it's still a two-possession game, and that's huge. I mean, in a game like this, it's huge.
Second free throw, Max Roth. This one
and
goes
it is
down.
It's a two-possession game now, Mike.
And Max with 23 points. 2:45 to play. Findlay 58, Shawnee 54. Indians wide open down
Beautiful
low
shot.
Is Caden Vermillion.
Oh, and they call a foul.
Mangus, rather. That was George Mangus. And one.
Oh,
Let's
my
see
gosh.
who that's on.
It's on Stremka, yeah.
Great feed by Brady Wheeler. Mangus now with 30.
Wow.
58-56. George will get one at the line. First foul on Stremka. Free throw, Mangus in and out. Rebound to Sam Wyra. Big miss.
Well, a bucket here can get you back to a two-possession situation.
Findlay 58, Shawnee 56. 2.5 minutes to play regulation.
Good night, Mike. I'm nervous.
Justin Roth back in the contest for Findlay. Here's Chris Stremka left to the key. Gets it to Max. Max falls down. Coach Rucky, quick, wise, 30-second time. Shawnee fans wanted to travel. I don't think he had the ball to travel.
No.
I think that was a correct no call.
I'm not sure he had the ball to call timeout, though.
Hey, well, the coach did from the right that he didn't properly have possession. Yeah, that's a good point. But we're not going to sit here and review all this.
No. We'll just allow Findlay to have that one. How's that?
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, they've got the ball. Findlay's up 2. I don't think they can stall for 2 minutes and 21 seconds against this Shawnee team.
No,
I just don't believe it.
I think they're going to go to their patented four-corner deal and take their chances. So.
Well, I think so, too. And if they do, that's how you get some of those back doors. But you got to be careful if Vermillion's standing in the paint waiting for the charge.
Yep.
So you got to dish it off then. Somebody else needs to be coming backside. And I don't know if Findlay's doing that or not. I really don't.
I also
we'll find
contend with the lead, albeit only 2, that I wouldn't be that quick to throw up them 30-foot shots.
No, I'd say layup or what.
And there's Max, gets the entry pass, and then he'll jack it up from long range.
Layup or 3.
Shawnee gets the rebound. See, just what I thought.
Yeah.
That's giving it up too easily.
Well, they wanted. They
lead.
must have wanted to do that because he was allowed
Max,
to shoot that. I don't know.
Max has got the green light. Here's Mangus for 3 on the other end. Won't go down. Rebound off of A.J. Adams' foot.
Yep.
Correct call.
Yep.
And it'll be Shawnee basketball. They'll have it under their own hoop.
Boy, that 3 would have been a major dagger, though. And he's been hot. He feels it, you know?
I don't begrudge him for taking it.
No, I don't either.
Lob pass comes into Jaron Berkey. Shawnee trails 58-56. Miller for 3 in the corner. Rebound. Vermillion gets it. Collides with A.J. Adams. What's the call? No call.
Findlay
They're going to say it was lost out of bounds by Vermillion. It's going to belong to Findlay.
The ref from way down here called it.
I think that's probably correct. Aggie didn't do anything.
Oh, they switched balls. That one's got all kinds of sweat on it.
I think that was a case that Vermillion, he probably should have really went after it and corralled it.
I think he did the best he could. I really do.
Absolutely. Nothing against Caden.
Nope.
58-56, 2-point Findlay lead. Findlay with the basketball, minute 45. Down low, A.J. Adams in traffic. He goes up and scores. Wow. Big bucket for A.J. 60-56 with 90 seconds to play. Findlay with the lead and a steal. Ankney with the basketball. Gives it to Justin Ross.
Shawnee's got a foul now, don't they?
Findlay needs to spread it. They're going to spread it with a minute 20. It's patented Findlay action now. See if the Trojans can execute what they're patented and done. Ball's loose on the floor. Backcourt violation. AJ fell down as he was guarded by Mangus. He tried to save it, and the ball rolled beyond the line.
Mangus was all over him, too.
A correct call over and back.
It was.
So Shawnee gets a break, but they force the turnover. But the Indians trail the Findlay Trojans 60-56 with 1:10 to play. Shawnee in the front court. Here's Austin Miller. Brady Wheeler almost traveled, put the ball down just in time. Wheeler looks for help, still looking. Now to Berkey. Berkey feeds to Vermillion. Back to George Mangus. We're down to a minute. Findlay playing tough defense. They're in that 1-3-1. It's looking pretty good. Here's Wheeler to Vermillion. Mangus will fire a three. George's shot too long. Missed it. Rebound. Who's got it?
Findlay.
Justin Roth does. Foul Indians in the
smallest guy on the court.
Justin Roth will go to the line.
The smallest guy on the court.
And Findlay is in the double bonus.
Oh, boy.
So Justin Roth is about to get 2 at the line, and he can give the Findlay Trojans a 6-point lead. That's more than you can sneeze at. It's up and in. So Roth hits the free throw. 61-56. Now the Shawnee Indians are going to need quick points. Second free throw, Justin Roth. Swish. Findlay up 6 with 45 seconds. Here's George Mangus for Shawnee in the front court. Falls down. Whistle.
Well, they got fouls to give. Why not?
Yep.
It's brilliant coaching right now. This is unbelievable.
That was a foul on A.J. Adams, although I think it was accidental. I don't think he intentionally, but it doesn't hurt Findlay. That's a 6-team foul, so next one will put Shawnee to the line. But it's a 6-point lead. At this point, you'd almost rather have Shawnee shoot the ball. 40 seconds to play. Indians with it. They trail the Findlay Trojans by 6. Wheeler for 3. In and out. Missed a shot. Look at Dylan Agney with that defensive rebound to Justin Roth. He's fouled in the backcourt. And the people that are in this gymnasium are erupting.
It's the quietest, I'll bet you, a Shawnee crowd's been in 40 games. I'm telling you. Now, I'm not picking on them, but they're sitting there stunned right now. This is stunning. Mike, this is stunning what Findlay has done in the second half here.
It's been an amazing second half for the Findlay Trojans, that's for sure. And Justin Roth, who has 5 points in this fourth quarter, now 6.
Cool as a cucumber.
3 for 3
and
from
now it's
the line.
3 possessions with 29 seconds to go, Mike.
And we said you make free throws, win the game.
You said it.
And that's what's happening. No, he misses the second one. Rebound of the Shawnee Indians. And it's battled for along the far sideline.
Stremka almost stole it.
Yeah, Chris Stremka battling Caden Vermillion over there. It's going to be Shawnee basketball. Indians need quick points, though. They're down 7 with 26 seconds.
Well, and the guy that's their best shooter is taking the ball out, so I'm not sure why that is.
Miller works it in to Caden Vermillion. Indians need to light it up now. Wheeler to Mangus. George will fire a 3. Shot won't go down. Rebound, Dylan Ankey with 15 seconds, and this one
is
it.
Shawnee stopped. Shawnee has quit. Shawnee is walking off the court.
Yep.
Walking off the court.
They are not going to bother.
Oh, my gosh.
Because it's not relevant. 3.
Get mad at me, Shawnee fans, but you're fans. You know it.
Buzzer sounds.
They just walked off the court.
And the Trojans mob the floor.
Unbelievable.
63-56.
Mike, I'm sorry. I've never seen a team walk off the court before the clock is done. I've never seen that before.
Other than the 1975 Rose Bowl when Woody Hayes walked across the field against UCLA. 63-56. Findlay has snapped Shawnee's 40-game winning streak.
Yes, sir, buddy.
But they earned it.
Totally earned it.
Incredible second half by Findlay is what made this happen. Don't go far. We'll summarize this one. The Trojans cap off a tremendous weekend with a big win tonight over the top-ranked team in the state in Division II. Final score on the Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing scoreboard. Findlay 63, Shawnee 56. This is 1330 WFIN and 95.5 FM.